from General Manager Lester Hankins. We'll see how these drivers will handle it. Again, 10 laps is the scheduled distance for these 8 drivers. Top 5 move on. And we'll start no worse than 15th in tonight's A-main event. Scott Chavez in the 007 and Hunter Bloom to his outside, ready to rock and roll for our first race of the weekend. Here at Cottage Grove Speedway, things are going to get real when they come out of the 4th and final turn. As Rick Daniels looks him over, he'll drop the green flag and we are underway. A little bit of a clash between Ron Wilson and Ray Bloom in the back of the field, but it's going to be Hunter Bloom seizing the initial race lead. Fight for second, a good one. Chavez on the bottom. Scott Chavez down low. Braden Brookshire up top. It is going to be Brookshire to the runner-up position. Ethan Killingsworth started this one 6th, is already up into 4th, but is battling hard with Aaron Bloom. Aaron Bloom is the 5th and final transfer position. Race for 6th, an exciting fight between the driver that started 8th, Jake DeWalt, in car number 17. He's on the inside trying to make things happen. Ron Wilson above him in car number W4. Ray Bloom rounding up the running order in 8th in the E3 as Ethan Killingsworth trying to stay among the top 5. Currently sorted out in 5th. Looking for the double overtake, though, around Chavez and the 333 of Aaron Bloom. Towards the front of the field, may have a battle for the race lead starting to shape up here. Hunter Bloom in car number 33B is got possession of position number 1, but Braden Brookshire closing the distance down by quite a bit. Brookshire is documented during qualifying, the defending Washington State champion for this class, as well as winning the track titles at Grays Harbor Raceway in Elma, Washington, and Sunset Speedway Park in Banks. A winner at Grays Harbor last Saturday and victorious in competition Sunday at Willamette Speedway in Lebanon. Brookshire is right there, but not quite in a position to pass. Ethan Killingsworth still in the 5th and final transfer spot. At this moment, your quick qualifier is still in, but Ron Wilson and Ray Bloom trying to reel the 7A in for position number 5. Brookshire is going to subscribe to the inside, trying to make it a drag race into turn number 3 as they head out of turn number 4. This time around, it's going to be 7 laps complete and 3 to run for Hunter Bloom. Hunter Bloom, Braden Brookshire, Scott Chavez, Aaron Bloom, and Ethan Killingsworth, your top 5 transfer cars. Killingsworth, though, might be hearing the humming of the engine of the W4. Ron Wilson getting up on the throttle. Wilson paced the back straightaway wall as we may have a lead change upcoming. Wilson is trying to hold on to 6th as Ray Bloom in the E3 goes sweeping around the W4. Ray Bloom outside looking in despite a crumpled up left rear quarter panel. The E3 is 1 spot shy of making it into the big dance. Hunter Bloom accepts the white flag. One more trip around this speedway. Braden Brookshire trying to stay in stride with him. Time running out as a race for 5th starting to form up here between the son and father combination of Aaron and Ray Bloom, as Hunter Bloom will win it. Braden Brookshire 2nd. 3rd will be Scott Chavez. 4th, Ethan Killingsworth, and Aaron Bloom holds on for the 5th and final transfer spot. Ray Bloom is 6th, Ron Wilson 7th, and Jake DeWalt will finish in position number 8. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the Friesen Performance IMC Northern Sport Mods, brought to you by Roadhouse Billiards and Brews completed. Make some noise for your winner, Hunter Bloom.
The 7S, the Brookings Glass Artisan Racing Engines, that is Steven Sanders. To his outside will be his brother in the 12I, the Brookings Glass Artisan Racing Engines of Isaac Sanders. Row 2 on the inside will be the 9, the Bo Mac Tools D&M Transporting out of Roseburg, Dave Schmidt. Dave Schmidt in the 9. To his outside will be the W5, the Schramm Excavating, Coburg Vodka, Jesse Williamson in the W5. Row 3 on the inside will be the 22C, the Alpine Fence, SDMF Customs of Dustin Comer. Dustin Comer starts in position number 5. To his outside is another Sanders, that is Matt Sanders in the 2M, the Brookings Glass Artisan Racing Engines, sponsoring the 2M. And in the final row will be the 3 car, the Bloom Family Racing, that is Garrett Craig in the 3. To his outside, the defending track champion in the 60J, the Chuck Schwarm Auto, Bates & Built Racing Engines, Jordan Henry starts in position number 8. So 8 cars, 10 laps the distance. Heat race number 2, Roadhouse Billiards and Brew, Sport Mods. Getting ready to set them off here. It's the Sanders brothers, and we are back to racing action here in heat race competition as Isaac Sanders is going to take over that first place spot as Jesse Williamson looks to the outside of Steven Sanders for that second place. Oh, Isaac Sanders sideways in front of the racing field. J-Dub going to go to the front on lap number 1. Matt Sanders jumping up to position number 2 over his brother Steven as they battle side by side, and they solidify themselves second and third. Matt's going to hold on to that second place spot right behind J-Dub. 2 laps complete. It's Jesse Williamson, Matt Sanders, Steven Sanders, Dave Schmidt. He's won the last 2 main events here at the Cottage Grove Speedway. He's sitting in a transfer spot. Sitting 4th right now is the 9 of Dave Schmidt. Coming in 3 laps complete. Matt Sanders looking high, diving low on the exit of turn number 2, getting a run on Jesse Williamson. Hard to believe this is Jesse Williamson's first year in an IMCA Sportmod. As Matt Sanders goes purple on the screen, he's got something working in turns 1 and 2, entering high, exiting low. Top 2 cars breaking away here. That is Jesse Williamson and Matt Sanders. Steven Sanders, Dave Schmidt having a good battle for that 3rd place spot as they work down into 1 and 2. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. It's still Jesse Williamson out front. Car holding the final transfer spot is the 12i of Isaac Sanders. Oh, contact in the back of the field. Dustin Comer, Isaac Sanders getting together. Dustin Comer spinning around. Garrett Craig taking evasive action. Yellow flag will fly for the first yellow here in heat race competition for Dustin Comer in the 22C. Your current running order: Jesse Williamson, Matt Sanders, Steven Sanders, Dave Schmidt, Isaac Sanders. Getting a little sideways there in turns 3 and 4, collecting Dustin Comer. He's still holding on to that final transfer spot in that 5th place spot. And it's Jordan Henry going to inherit the 6th place spot in front of Garrett Craig in the 3. And then Dustin Comer, your running order right now. Lights are going to be out this time around for heat race number 2 of the Roadhouse Billiards and Brew Sport Mods. It's J-Dub out front. Still crazy to think that this is Jesse Williams' first year in a IMCA Sport Mod, as he has had a ton of success in the IMCA Modifieds. Car looking beautiful, and he is fired off here in heat race number 2. 4 laps remaining as they work their way down into 1 and 2. Matt Sanders with a good run here in 1 and 2. Going to try and drag race down there with Jesse Williamson. Williamson slamming the door as they go down into 3 and 4. Williamson going to lead lap number 7. 7 laps in the book, 3 to go. Matt Sanders just trying to ride behind Jesse Williamson. Would love to get this win here in heat race number 2. He's got his brother right behind him of Steven Sanders, and Steven Sanders going to take over that 2nd place spot at the start-finish line. Matt Sanders going to have to defend here with 2 laps to go. Dave Schmidt working in the 4th place spot in your final transfer car of Isaac Sanders. White flag is out this time for J-Dub as he works his way down into 1 and 2. Matt Sanders going to hold on to 2nd place over Steven Sanders. Good battle forming here for the final transfer spot with Isaac Sanders and Jordan Henry. Isaac Sanders going to get away as Jesse Williamson takes the win. Matt Sanders 2nd, Steven Sanders 3rd. Dave Schmidt, Isaac Sanders, your top 5. Then Jordan Henry, Dustin Comer, Garrett Craig, your finishing order in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 getting ready to roll up.
3rd and final heat race with 5 tickets to the A main on the table, and a pair of 24s will lead us to the green as the Junction City Muffler Shop straight 24 from JC. That's Mitchell Jamison. To his outside, the 24 junior from Lapine, the Augustine Construction entry, Nate Augustine. Row 2 inside, the 11, your defending state points champion from Salem in the TR Points trucking car. They have shirts and hoodies for sale, by the way. You can check that out after the races. Trevor Points. Gridding up in position number 4, the A77 from Cresswell, Jason Cox. The D-Ray Designs A77. 73, Jacob Shandy from Corvallis by way of Arlington in the Burns Electric Machine. You've got the 84, Jordan Broughton from Central Point. The Quench and Drench Car Wash, number 84. Fourth and final row, Dustin Hittner in the Coastal Pallet, 99 from Coos Bay in the TK. Out of Eugene, Cole Iliff. Cole Iliff in the TK Innovation Machining, Fabrication, Welding TK. But Iliff may be coming to a halt in turn 2. We were expecting to go green this time by. That's not going to be the case as the yellow light flickers back on. Cole Iliff having issues in the second turn. Entering the weekend, Cam Reimers of Kelly, Iowa is the national point leader for the Friesen Performance IMCA Northern Sportmods, while Levine, Arizona's Tyler Johnson second. Taylor Cool by way of Cave Creek, Arizona, now residing in Ames, Iowa, is third in the standings. Brayton Carter out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, is fourth. And from Martinez, California, Chuck Golden wrapping up the top 5 in national points. As far as state points are concerned, David Schmidt, the current point leader here, has a 19-point advantage over both Dustin Comer and Jacob Shandy, who are tied for that position. A tie for fourth between Jason Cox and Jordan Henry. While Trevor Points is 6th, Dustin Hittner 7th, Landon Philpott 8th. Philpott a winner here back on April 20th. 9th is Kevin Williamson and Jesse Williamson 10th in state points. And local track points, David Schmidt is the leader by 10 markers over Jason Cox, has a 13-point advantage over Jacob Shandy, who's third. Jordan Henry is fourth, Dustin Comer 5th, and Garrett Craig, Aaron Bloom, Dustin Hittner, Landon Philpott, and Hunter Bloom, the rest of your local track points top 10 in this division. Green is out, Jameson and Augustine. A couple of multi-generation drivers at this venue get the party started. Augustine and his Sportmod debut trying to go around the outside of Mitchell Jameson. Jameson keeps him in check as Trevor Points in car number 11 works the low line. Mitchell Jameson will lead the opening lap. One down as, oh boy, wheel cover and then some coming off on the front straightaway. Augustine off the pace and Jason Cox having issues in the A77. We have one lap successfully completed. Now make it 2 as Trevor Points, your new race leader at the start-finish line. The wheel cover might have came off of the A77 of Cox, and it looked like it had some rubber attached to it, so possibly flat tire on the Cresswell veteran. As Trevor Points outpacing the field at this moment. Jacob Shandy will move his way up into second. Mitchell Jameson going to have to settle for third, while a 6-4 now make it 6-3 run for Jordan Broughton in car number 84. Great battle for 6th. It's the 24 junior of Nate Augustine and the 99 of Dustin Hittner. Now Augustine going after Mitchell Jameson. That is a race for 4th. Augustine is the 5th and final transfer position. Hittner not out of this one just quite yet in the red and yellow 99. 5 in and 5 to go. Midway point has been reached. Trevor Points has been the leader since lap number 2. So the pair of 24s doing battle here for 4th. They got to be careful. They're both in transfer positions. Trevor Points, Jacob Shandy, Jordan Broughton. That is the top 3 for sure. As Nate Augustine going to try and exploit the space downstairs to get past Jameson. They were in transfer spots, and Augustine will be pointing the wrong direction in the 24 junior. Yellow flag gonna wave. 6 laps in, 4 to go, and Nate Augustine having problems in the second turn. He's gonna have the luxury of this being a 2 and done heat race, where normally it would be 1 and done at some venues and events. So he's got an opportunity to get 1 spot better as Trevor Points leads. Jacob Shandy second. Third is Jordan Broughton. 4th in the restart order, Mitchell Jameson. Dustin Hittner will restart in P5, and then Nate Augustine will restart 6th. Green is out. Here we go. Jordan Broughton trying to sweep around the outside of Jacob Shandy. Jordan Broughton, former track champion, at this racetrack in 2018. Four-time Oregon State champion Broughton now in danger of losing third to Mitchell Jamison. Here comes Nate Augustine in the 24 junior, looking to make the pass around Dustin Hittner for the fifth and final transfer spot. It's going to be 2 to run this time by for Trevor Points. Trevor Points, Jacob Shandy, Jordan Broughton, Mitchell Jamison. Right now it's Dustin Hittner as the 24 junior of Augustine again trying to lunge underneath the 99. He's running out of time. He's trying to make the secured pass for fifth. We'll see what he can do here in the final strokes of this third and final heat race, and he's got it coming out of turn number 4. Can he hold it? White flag waving. Jordan Broughton again going to try and make a maneuver around the high side of Jacob Shandy. As your winner of heat race number 3 is going to be Trevor Points, followed by Jacob Shandy in second. Third, Jordan Broughton. Fourth, Mitchell Jamison. Fifth is Nate Augustine. Sixth, Dustin Hittner. And seventh will be Jason Cox, a DNS for Cole Iliff. So make some noise for Trevor Points, your third and final heat race winner for the Freezing Performance IMC Northern Sport Mods, presented by Roadhouse Billiards and Brew.